Dagda Dwitch. This is Jess Bear with Jess Bear Chats. I am coming to you at home after quite a few weeks of not really participating in this video. There has been a lot going on. One of those things has been a personal loss of mine, of my family. My grandfather died the end of May this year in a car accident. He was 84, and his name was Larry. And I have been struggling with this loss. And I've found I've been unable to really focus or study much in my Irish Pagan studies. But what I have been able to do is grieve a little bit. Tomorrow is his funeral, and I've been helping with the preparations for that. And some things that have helped me through that time has been some of the stories from Tales of a Dog Bard by John O'Sullivan. There are a couple of stories in there that talk about death, talk about Dogda's part in recognizing the passing of others, of being a part of the transition from life to death, from death to life, the responsibility that's involved in those things, which includes not only the practical, but also what needs need to be met for the soul and for the individual. For those who are interested in knowing more about it, I highly recommend the book. I admit I did not write down the specific stories, so I encourage you to explore those stories yourselves and see what they mean to you. Another really great class that's in the Irish Pagan School is a class on keening, which is a barely surviving mourning tradition in Ireland, which my understanding, very, very paraphrased understanding, is the loud full mourn of the people who were loved, who was loved by that individual who passed, and also the act of doing a wake, which obviously is something that we can't really do right now because of COVID world. And finally, there is an aspect of writing and reading poetry about the person who has passed away. So I'm not a poet. I will admit that. That is not a calling. That is not something that I have been gifted with. But I have been lucky enough to have a little bit of a singing voice. And so I am going to share my singing attempt of The Parting Glass, this particular version by Tommy Makem, and with just small edits for it to be a little more personal for me. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy it, and I will start now before I lose my nerve. Of all the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. Of all the comrades that e'er I've had, they are sorry for me going away. And all the loved ones that e'er I've had, they wish me one more day to stay. But since it falls into my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be with you all. Oh, if I had money enough to spend, and leisure time to sit a while, there is a laddie in this town that sorely has my heart beguiled. His rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own he has my heart enthralled. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. Oh, if I had money enough to spend, I would spend it in his company. And all the harm that e'er I've done, I hope it's pardoned I will be. And all I've done for want of it, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. A man may drink and not be drunk, a man may fight and not be slain, a man may court a pretty lass and perhaps be welcomed back again. But since it has ordered been by a time to rise and a time to fall, oh, come to fill my parting glass, good night and joy be with you all. To Larry, Elmer Christopherson. To our grandfathers, to our father figures, to the Father of being, and the great Father of all being, to Larry, to Andagda. Until we meet again, may you be safe, well, and well fed.